So I introduce feedback in the book where you could ask the LLM to give itself feedback on how it would have solved the problem, and then that becomes another input into its context when it tries to answer a similar problem. So it uses that feedback as a memory mechanism to help it solve future problems, and then just fine-tuning and retuning that. So there's a lot of different ways of getting the most out of these LLMs. And if you look at the O1 preview, for instance, or the O1 model, the O1 Pro model that OpenAI just released, people think in the industry is that OpenAI hasn't necessarily developed another model. They've just developed a process. So this evaluation feedback process and this reasoning process that allows their models to go back, and they're doing this self-evaluation behind the scenes, and they're evaluating these things before they're giving their answers. So it's not necessarily another model, but it's another number of models or an agentic system working behind the scenes to develop this 3D stuff. So there's Marvin Minsky, a deep learning originator, if you will. Got a little bad press from being around people he shouldn't have been, but anyways, he had written a book about agents of the mind, essentially. He talks about all these agents in your mind doing all these tasks and bringing all these things together, and these agents working off and playing off each other. Those are the types of systems that I think we are really looking at building now. We're having all these agents that are going to work together, build off each other, evaluate each other, and so forth. That's the way I really see agentic systems going, and I think a good example of that is O1 already, because I think O1 is working like that behind the scenes. It's doing its self-evaluation, it's doing self-feedback, if you will, to give you that answer.
Yeah, I think both the performance and the pricing match that model, at least to a certain extent.